All right, here's a drill I think is really worth adding to your forehand practice, and it's probing the ball on one foot instead of two. So let's watch a couple reps of Alexa doing it here. And what I want you to notice is just how difficult it is. So it's extremely punishing of being in the wrong spot, but it makes it more difficult to get into the right spot. It's taxing on the leg physically, it's taxing on the eyes. You have to really know exactly what you're trying to do to make this work. And we've got 2 reps back to back here that's going to really show exactly what makes this drill so useful. So first let's watch them. We've got this one. And then we've got this one. Okay, so what do we just see there? What we're practicing on this drill, especially, we're practicing many things, but especially is this loading foot. We're both right-handed, so we're talking about the right foot here for watching us do this. The right foot needs to get behind the ball, behind your shot, so it can press through the court. That's what gives the shot power. That's what makes it work. Otherwise, you end up reaching with your arm and trying to kind of curl the ball around. And so that's what here, and again, you know, I probably tossed this ball a little bit too far. We're on one foot, so you can't really move laterally very quickly. And you'll notice the foot is not really behind the ball here. She can't press this way towards the cross-court target because the foot hasn't gotten deep enough into this corner. And we're practicing this on one foot because it's more difficult, but both of us on our students see this all the time on 2 feet, where our students do not run deep enough into the forehand corner, and because they don't run deep enough into this corner, they can't press out of the corner. And so you get this kind of reaching swing. You'll notice there's no weight transfer because there can't be, because what's the foot supposed to do? Push this way? That's not going to do anything. You have to push back towards through the court, and you can't do that from this position. So you kind of have to reach around and try to curl it with your arm, and you can maybe make it, but it's just never going to feel that good. So then we watch this next rep, and this one is gonna be perfect. We'll play it through, and then we'll go through it slow motion. And you'll notice how different it looks fast motion, but slow motion, you're gonna see it looks even more different. Because look at where the foot is loaded now, and now it can press through. And see how the entire body just naturally unloads this way through the shot now? And all it is a difference of where this foot is placed with respect to the shot you're trying to hit. So the ball's here in the air, and I know I need to press through with my body weight this way, so you have to get behind the ball. You have to get deep enough into the corner that you can press back out of the corner, and then all of a sudden, you can see the difference. And just to go back real quick, just watch the lower body. We start here, nice balanced loading position, and boom, the weight transfers into the shot, and let's see what happens to the body weight when we're not probed into the correct spot. And again, her habits are so good that she tries to transfer forward, but the foot's just not in the right spot, and so the transfer just doesn't really work. Okay, so let's just watch this through a little more.
Yeah, it's just so different when you actually get over there.
Yeah. And now Alexa is making this look easy, but it's not easy. So we're gonna watch me do it. I'm not nearly as good as she is. And you're going to notice it's going to be a lot sloppier as far as the spacing and the probing goes. And so you'll notice I'm having to adjust with my upper body on almost every single shot in order to make the forehand. Now, it's still explosive. It's still, you know, it's still decent. But you'll notice that my body's leaning all over the place, adjusting all over the place. And the reason is this something you don't notice if you're just watching Alexa, but when you have me to compare, you do, is that the reason is on pretty much every single one of her reps, she probes the ball into the perfect spot here. And by the perfect spot, what I mean is the spot that's most comfortable for her swing and her body. So this orientation with her body and the ball, she tracks it in and moves her body even on one foot to this perfect spot almost every time, and so her swing looks the same almost every time.
Yeah, it's just so different when you actually get over there.
And that's something that happens when you as you become very good at tennis. Probing is one of the skills that you start to really, really master. And now we have me in here, and I'm not tracking it nearly as well as she is, and so, you know, first we have one that's, that's pretty good. But there's just a whole bunch of different spots here. This one I let get on top of me too much. And so, again, I'm using my eyes. I'm swinging through the ball that's in front of me, so I can still hit a good shot here, but I have to throw my racket above my head in order to do it. And again, the perfect probing for this ball, right, you can see that's not my perfect contact. that's a little bit too close to me. I wanted the ball somewhere around here, but I got it here. Why? Just vision and, ability to probe the ball into the right spot. And now, again, look through the ball, look at the ball, swing through the ball you're seeing. You can still hit a good shot, even if the ball's in the wrong spot. It just won't be quite as good as the perfectly clean ones that, you see someone like Alexa hitting. And so, but that's the whole point of this is, like, you don't have to be a WTA level player to enjoy playing the game. You just have to pay attention to what you're doing. Here, again, is this perfect balance? No. Is this perfect probing? No. But I'm going to swing through the ball as I see it. And even though I have to stretch a little, it's totally fine. Ball goes in. It's pretty nice forehand. And that's kind of the theme here, is that it doesn't matter. This drill, it's going to help two things. So number one, it's going to help you improve your probing so you look more like Alexa. But the other thing is it's going to help you say, okay, I'm on 1 foot. That means I'm going to be in the wrong spot a lot of the time. How do I hit a high-quality shot? I'm going to look at the ball. I'm going to look at the ball, and I'm going to swing through the ball that I'm seeing. And if that means I have to throw my arm over my head, that means I have to throw my arm over my head. But what I am not going to do is take the same swing every shot and just miss the shots where I'm poorly probed. That's what we're not going to do. That's the key difference here. The goal is to develop a drill, and this is one of my favorite drills for this, that can really help you work on all those things in real time really quickly. Yeah, and so even this one, it's like, right? Does Alexa ever look like this where she kind of has to fall forward to hit the shot? No, because she probes it into a better spot. But even if you do have to fall forward and hit the shot, it doesn't mean you have to miss. See the ball, try to take the same swing through contact that you always take, and just use your body to adjust to make that happen. Know what you're looking for. Say, okay, right around here, you're recognizing I've loaded too far away from this ball. And so we lean into it so that through contact, that's roughly the same swing through contact that I take. So that's the hitting zone there. And again, the hitting zone's pretty decent, even though it takes a lot of adjustment to get there because the probing wasn't perfect and I planted too early. And, does it look great? It doesn't look great, but that's not the point. The point is stay as balanced as you can, focus on the ball, swing through the ball.
Yeah.
So just real quick, we'll watch this. We'll watch this one more time, so you can get a sense of, I'm jumping around, I'm jumping all over the place, I'm just seeing the ball and trying to do everything I can to get my rack to go through it with some decent velocity. And then we'll just watch Alexa again for reference, where you'll notice the eyes are better, the feet are better, and almost every shot is right around here exactly where she wants it, and every swing looks much more similar to each other. And this is just, as you get better at tennis, you get better at doing this. They're almost synonymous. Being better at tennis and being better at probing the ball into the right spot are almost saying the same thing. But yeah, practice on 1 foot, and it really punishes you, it forces you, it creates a training stimulus that's more difficult than what you do in the game. And really critically, right here, these ones out here, you get out here and then you press the foot back towards the court. You get the foot out there and you press it back into the court.